Hey everyone, I'm here to review and kind of show you the newest addition to my video game library. But it's actually not just my addition. You see, like many of you out there that are my age, you probably have parents that grew up with the Beatles. Same here. And this here is not just a gift for myself, it's a gift for my mother, who is a huge Beatles fan. Now, you have to understand that parents are not really into video games nowadays. As a matter of fact, some of the games that they know of, well, let's just put it this way. That you tell them about, I should say. Let's just put it this way. They don't know much about it. I mean, when we had the NES come out, the Nintendo system, parents got used to that because one of the rare games they would like to play is Duck Hunt. All they have to do is just point the zapper, there you go. Well, here, it's completely different. Well, nowadays, games are a lot more complicated and a lot more different. Very much so. Now, what is the game I'm talking about? Well, as you all know, yesterday was the most anticipated day in video game history and in music history, and possibly the most anticipated day in rock band history, if you have the rock band games. Why? Because yesterday, as of yesterday, depending exactly on when you were able to get it, either it was yesterday or at midnight of the 9th, basically, you know, the 8th into the 9th, you get the idea. But basically what we had, ladies and gentlemen, was the debut and release of this. The Beatles Rock Band. And every original mastered recording, or every original recording is here in this game. Now, as you can see, right here. Now, if you look in the corner here, you have to pay and play, basically, right? That means in the next couple of months, this game will have all the other albums released. Now, depending on what kind of system you have, either you got it for the Xbox, the PS3, or in this case the Wii, you still have to pay. Now, if you got an Xbox and a PS3, well, apparently you're going to have to go to your add-on sections for your games and find them. But here on the Wii version, you have a music store. And here on the music store, you can purchase them as soon as they come out. Now, we all know that there is one song on the Xbox that came out for that version, and that is All You Need Is Love. Unfortunately, we won't see that until maybe October, November, on the Wii and the PS3, but that's about it. Now, there are some other things too about this game that you must know. Now, if you got this game not just for yourself, but if you got it because you love rock band and you love the Beatles music, and also if you got it for, like you say, your parents or anybody that grew up on the Beatles and liking their music, let me advise you of one thing. Now, this game system, and probably a lot of you that have rock band and Guitar Hero games, especially now with the drum sets and everything, you probably know this. And what that is that this game, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but this game is not intended for young kids. That's right. If you're a teenager, if you're a preteen, teenager, young adult, and all that, including my age, which is 30, and up, especially if you're up your parents' age, this is more recommended because you can understand it. You know how to take care of it. I'm not trying to say kids don't know how to take care of their toys. But when you got 3 to 5-year-olds, or preschoolers, or kindergartners, 3rd graders, 5th graders, okay, I'll give them credit. 5th graders may understand. 4th and 5th graders may understand better. I'll give them that. But, when you've got 3rd graders to kindergarten, you know, preschool and all that, this is not recommended. Because they don't know, because I'm not trying to be mean, but there are some kids that really won't know what to do with them. Especially if you got them on sugar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, take for example these drumsticks here. Can you imagine letting a 5-year-old dude play with them? 5-year-old kindergarten preschool play with them? That kid, and I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to be upset anybody, because hopefully you understand, but would you want him to go around the house going boom, 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 doo, 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 doo? Would you want him to do that? I wouldn't. That's why if you have this, and you have kids, what you need to do is you need to either teach them how to carefully play the game, or what you need to do is put the game away somewhere. Because if you don't put the game away, chances are it's going to end up broken. I'm not going to say, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to be understanding. Okay? Excuse me for a second. Okay, I still got plenty of time. I'm one of those one of those people on the YT that has that 10-minute, 11-minute limit. But now, let's take a look at what comes with the Rock Band, shall we? Now, depending on where you got your Rock Band and when you got it, if some of you got it at a midnight release, like at a Walmart or wherever, or at Hastings or what, or if you got it at a Blockbuster like I did mine, you might notice there are some things that are different about it. Now, let's take a look at what's different. First of all, the guitar. This is a bass guitar. This is a replica of the guitar that was played by Paul McCartney in the Beatles, the actual replica. Now, you could play this as much as you want if you want to play it, but if you wanted to save it, if you're a Beatles fan, a Beatles collector fan, if you know what I mean, and you want to keep it safe and out of the way, put it together, put the batteries in it. But I highly recommend, if you want to keep that safe and out of the hands of kids, I go with something like a standard Guitar Hero guitar. That's right, the Guitar Hero guitar, and I think even the Guitar Hero drums, if you got them, and even the mic, or whatever comes with the Guitar Hero set, are actually compatible. This is actually compatible with this, and this is from the Aerosmith Guitar Hero. So it's compatible. So in case you're new to this, and you don't know where the colors are because the colors are on the side, play this. Same thing. I'm being honest. Same thing. Now, also comes with it is the mic. Now, some of you may be wondering, why does the mic come with Rock Band? Well, it's a little challenging. You see what comes with this thing, and I'm going to show you it right now. For some of you that have Rock Band, you probably understand this already. But let me show you. Down here, and I don't know if you can see this, usually where you would put your internet connection, if you want, for your Wii, these are things that actually go in there. One of these is for the drums, and one of them is for the guitar. Now, this one, I think, apparently, it could be any one of them, I guess. It could be for either one of them. But this one comes with 2 ports. So if you want to put that one in there, that's fine. Or it's for another mic. But basically, this has a port inside of it so you can connect your mic to it. That's right, you can connect that thing to there. I know that might sound confusing, but for those that have Guitar Hero, it shouldn't, not Guitar Hero, but have Rock Band, it shouldn't sound too confusing. Now, how does that work? Well, just like the guitar, you sing into the mic. You don't strum anything, you sing into it. You read the words off the screen, and if you match them up perfectly, you get a 100% score, depending on what level you're an expert, you're good at. Me, I'll be honest, I'm just learning the Rock Band deal, so I'm starting out on easy. My mother, who's getting into it as well, because this is probably one of the only games she'll ever play, because it is the Beatles. She's starting to learn the drums a little bit. Now let's talk about the drums. The drums are supposed to be replicas of Ringo's. Now of course they may look like the standard. Now of course they may look like your standard drum set right here. It may look like your standard drum set from Rock Band, but there's a difference. Look down here. Look at this pedal. Beatles. Right? Supposed to be a replica. I don't know why that's a little chipped, but, well, can't, what am I, you know? Anyway, perfect replica. Now you look over here, and this came with it. This was actually packaged. If you've not got this yet, I suggest you get it. This is packaged in a little plastic thing. You bring it out, you hook it up, and that's the Beatles drum set thing there. And then, of course, you have your drumsticks. Now, if you want to add anything else on, right here, from what I've read in the instructions, you got to buy them separately, but you can get the cymbals for them. You can get the cymbals, and it's just like, and they're not the only thing you can buy separately. And I'll be back in a second.